It's the Upstate Pulse on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. Brought to you by Borderlands Comics and Games.
You're on the air.
Welcome into the Upstate Pulse. My name is Lonzo. It is a beautiful Saturday night. And I'm not lying. It's beautiful. I know sometimes I say it's beautiful and some of you people are like, no, it's not. And I'm like, yeah, it is, because we're alive and we're breathing and all that kind of stuff. But it actually was a beautiful night. We had a nice little stroll earlier and without coats on and wearing a hoodie. But I said hoodie. I was wearing that big daggum hoodie. Yeah. Hoodie. And so we want to thank you for taking us along with you while you're on your way to where you're going, or when you're on your way back from where you went, or if you're going hither, thither, or yon, and then back here again or back there again. Maybe you're
coming back to hither then?
Maybe you're a delivery driver. Maybe you're out doing your run and you're taking this along with you. We appreciate that. Maybe you're a Lyft driver who carries a scale with them. Maybe you're that guy. Maybe you're just any kind of rideshare person. We thank you for taking this along with you. We promise to, at least at the end now, we're going to entertain you in some way in the next 2 hours of the show. What we do here, well, let me tell you what we don't do. We don't do politics, because you get plenty of that on our award-winning programming throughout the week. So we don't do that because we don't need to do that. What we do is we have fun. We act goofy, we act silly. Sometimes we act this dadgum stupid, and that's okay.
We dare to be.
That's right. You got to be sometimes. It's okay to just laugh for no reason at all sometimes, except real laughs. And I thought you were an actor, man. You got IMDb credits. Let's hear a real laugh. There we go. Look at that. Look at that.
That's
Look at that.
Convincing.
Yeah, I believed every second of it. There was mirth there.
Murph.
Yeah. And if you got mirth, let your mirth show.
Who's Murph?
If you would like to be a part of the show, the text line is 800-905-0989. Let me tell you something you need to do. All right. You should take out your cell phone and you should type in 800-905-0989 and just store it. Just store that number, and you don't need to store it as the Terra Show. You don't need to store it as Frady. You don't need to store it as Charlie James. You need to store it as the Pulse. Okay, just store it as the Upstate Pulse, because we're at the beginnings of our bracket, our boy toy bracket, and we will be continuing with that tonight. And when we do, there's a chance of ties. There were a bunch of ties last week. Too many ties for my taste. But there were a bunch of ties last week. And when there are ties, we will ask you to vote on the text line. And the first person who says the name of whoever is competed against each other, then you get it through if there's a tie. So I would just, if I were you, I would play along. We're going to get to it in the next segment. But before we do that, let me introduce you to OD. I don't know, dude. There's a long pause between the.
He was expecting you to say.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I never do it in the same order anymore.
This is more jubilant.
Today,
it's definitely very Irish.
in the green fields of Lansdowne Road, 15 Irishmen walked onto the field. They faced against 15 English men. At the end of 80 minutes, 27 points over 22 points to the Irish were scored in the first game of the Six Nations Rugby. Ireland are the champions.
Are they really the champions? I thought it was just like the first game, dude.
Shut up. It's the first one.
Okay. I don't think they.
How European championships
I
are.
don't think they declare champions right away. Also with us is Cameron.
What's up, guys?
Oh, there you go. There you go. I still don't understand why everyone needs theme music, but Odie thinks they do. So
I don't mind it.
Okay, all right. It might be the only place in your life where you have theme music, so I guess that's.
Well, it's not the only place in my life, but we can't talk.
Yeah. Okay.
You should mention who's not here.
Apparently, I guess Matthew's at a gathering.
It'd be kind of awesome if he just popped in here while the music was going.
I said, "Hi guys."
Hey guys, Matthew here.
None of us can do Matthew's
No,
voice. We're not even going to try.
At a gathering. No, I just can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah. Don't know where Matthew is except for that he's not here. So we got to believe that that Matthew is there. My wife needs to quit telling, commenting on the stream. No, she doesn't. You can comment on the stream. We are live as we have been. We were first ones in the building to do it. We still do it. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Twitch at either the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WORD. Now, Odie and I both, you can comment on our personal pages, but I won't see it. Odie will, because I only have 2 screens and he's got 5. You can also check it out on Pappy Plays on YouTube, right?
Dragon pudding.
Dragon pudding. I'm sorry. Hey, listen,
you've been getting it wrong for years.
it's all right. I only care about me, really, but I didn't want you
in a pudding cup.
What
about that screams me?
I didn't want you to feel left out when I was pointing out mine and Odie's. Speaking of left out, something that we haven't done in weeks, there's this show that's on Sunday nights. Speaking of forgetting the names, I don't know what it's called. I think it's on 8 to 10 though.
Is that guy named Cody?
I think it is Cody. Yeah.
Cody Rhodes.
No, not that guy.
Okay. Who's Cody? Who is Cody Rhodes? Why is Cody Rhodes in my head?
Cody Rhodes is the world champion because I have the Royal Rumble on.
Maybe that's why it is. Well, I think you were talking about the what is it called? Sunday Nights with Odie Fitzgerald. Is that the one you're referring to?
I believe it is.
It's like a monster truck jam, right?
That's what it sounds like.
Sunday Nights.
Sunday.
I wasn't going to do it because I didn't know if we could, but we can.
Why can't you?
Because of all the things. Remember all the things that we were sent out that we can't say?
Yeah. And that's I'm just saying the name of the week.
Yeah, it is. Hang on. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right and shout while I'm doing it.
Odie, you sound like you're in a well.
I'm in a well. Oh, here it is.
Odie in the well. Share your wisdom.
If you're looking for something to do on a Sunday night to tantalize and titillate your ear holes, why not go to Newstalk 98.9 WRD, the Voice of Carolinas, for Sunday nights with Odie Fitzgerald, only at 8 o'clock.
Okay, that doesn't work. That does not make me want to listen to that show. No. I mean, that music does not work for that. It's just I don't know what you're doing there, man. It's your show. You need to come with some hype. You need to come with some noise. You need to come with some energy. Not that stuff. I mean, what is it, like the Dave Matthews Hour? What are we doing?
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Sunday nights, we talk about the stuff that nobody else wants to talk about. It is Sunday Nights with Odie Fitzgerald.
You're the one who'd be wearing the construction hat, right?
Yeah, of course.
Definitely. He's already got one. We don't really want to talk about that. All right. You know what we do need to talk about? And we're going to, and when we come back from the break, a major thing that happens tomorrow. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Morse code, smoke signals, hand signals, and the list goes on and on. At the Upstate Pulse on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
And Lena's the last one.
Now the Carolinas' most trusted forecast from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather Center.
She's all dressed in blue. Nijacks.
Oh,
yes.
Did you say she's tangled up in it?
It's a pretty blue. It really is. And I think she just eliminated Zelina Vega. Yes. I'm also watching. I got Royal Rumble on while we're doing the show because I usually do that. I usually have something else on sporting wise.
It's been interesting watching so far. I've learned a lot. Factions is a big thing.
They're half the fun.
Yes, they are.
So, Dad, what faction would you think Odie would be in? LWO, possibly?
The lesbian one.
No, stop it.
Stop it.
What?
No.
They said they were.
He would, I don't think he would probably do his own faction.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'd be in there, myself and Seamus would be in there.
He would do something because WWE is controversial, and I probably shouldn't say this, but his faction would be called IRA, probably. And it would mean something totally different, and it would make people really mad. And I mean, because that's what they do. They do stuff like that. What? I'm telling you, that's what they do. They do stuff
I
like
feel like
that.
we're gonna get a story after this, and we're not gonna feel good about it.
I think I just got given out to.
What's that mean, Galud? Oh, I shouldn't say that because I don't know what it means. So, Odie would be in Gallus. He would be in Gallus. Good point,
What's
Trey.
Gallus?
The Gallus boys. You would fit in right with the Gallus boys.
Oh no, there's 2 Irish guys in Judgment Day.
I don't know. Finn hasn't been there in a while. I thought all 30 had come out. Oh, but 30 is Nikki Bella.
Really?
Yeah, there's been talk that she's going to resign. She may have already.
I forget. Was she the one that's married to?
There's a guy called Wolfgang.
Yes. Wolfgang, that's my boy right
Mark,
there.
Wolfgang, and Joe.
If I was going to be anybody in Gallus, I would be Wolfgang.
Fair enough, I'll go with them.
Yeah.
What was Gunther's old faction?
Oh no, hold on. There may be consequences and repercussions for this because they're Gallus. They used to be called the Next UK.
I don't know, dude.
Look, maybe Ireland.
I never watched NXT UK, so I don't know.
On the
I
show,
feel like that kingdom is not united.
I'm just going to ignore the ignorant.
We usually do the same.
Yeah, but you can't ignore me. Because do you know why? Because I'm
If I ignored the ignorant, I wouldn't be able to look in the mirror. Daggum.
Well, daggone. Oh, we don't need to bring that back.
You looking at you, daggum ignorant? Brush your hair, boy.
If you're wondering why I'm all the way over here drinking my drink, it's because I can't be trusted around water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My knees are still soggy.
Yeah. Well,
You need to finish that story.
No.
Stupid Valentine's.
oh, the PDA. Hey, Lisa, I just want to say you're ahead of me. You just ruined something.
Ruined it.
Stop
Stop
spoiling.
spoiling.
Spoiler.
Unless it didn't happen and you think it's going to happen. That could be it.
Yeah, she does see things sometimes. Like misinterprets. Anyway.
Yes, my wife is at home watching the Royal Rumble because she's awesome. Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo and Odie and Cameron here. And you, of course, if you want to be a part of the show, 800-905-0989 is the number to text. That's also the phone line, which should be busy because I don't want drunk people.
Yeah, it is,
yeah. Sorry. I mean, too many drunk people over the years. And so we had to do that. You can drunk text. I'm probably not going to know that you're drunk texting. Don't do that and drive, though. You shouldn't text and drive, period.
I think you could tell sometimes.
Well, I don't know. Also, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at either 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. You can join us there. Show still goes on during the break, and we answer questions and talk about. We don't talk about anything off the air that we wouldn't talk about on the air. Pretty much.
Well,
Pretty much. I said pretty much. All right. When I say we, I mean me and Cameron.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. There's a major holiday that's happening tomorrow. Cameron, do you know what it is?
Doggy Day?
Close.
Christmas.
Not even close.
Oh, Puppy Bowl.
No, that would be next week.
Oh yeah.
National Day of Leprechauns.
And see, my daughter almost ruined it earlier.
Ruined it.
Tomorrow's Groundhog Day.
is it?
Oh, Punxsutawney Phil's gonna
Yes,
pop out of his
tomorrow.
hole.
Tomorrow's ground. Happy birthday to your sister, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Happy-
it is.
happy
It is.
day.
By the way, Nia Jax just eliminated like 10 people.
Viper
Oh.
sister.
So Groundhog Day. I printed out an article because I wonder where it came from. This 1874 print from L. Prang and Company calls the groundhog by its even more common name, a woodchuck. So did you know that's called that a groundhog is called a woodchuck?
No.
How much wood could it chuck?
Yeah, I did not know that is. Groundhog is a common vernacular name of the ground squirrel, formerly known as Marmota monax. This animal also goes by other names. The terms woodchuck, marmot, which is probably what Odie calls it.
Nice marmot, man.
Yeah.
Daggum marmot.
Or the land beaver.
There's a sea beaver.
Yeah, apparently.
There's a beaver of the sea.
There might be a mountain beaver too. I don't know.
Are they like Eevee from Pokemon?
I don't know.
I'm just going to need a minute over here.
Also known as the Whistler. I don't know. And here's my favorite, the Whistle Pig. The Whistle Pig. The Whistle Pig. So that's another name for Groundhog Day.
I've never.
Hey, are they going to find, is that Whistle Pig going to see his shatter?
I don't know.
I don't know neither. That gun Whistle Pig. It's good eating though.
Sometimes when you get yourself a pig, you got to make it work.
Okay. All right. No.
Whistle
No.
We're
You
putting
put your
in the
banjo
box.
away. No.
Pedal faster.
If you like the folklore of holidays, you may be interested to know that groundhog is related to two other holidays. One of them is, let's see, where's it at? What'd you do?
I broke myself.
Okay, all right. You shouldn't do that.
Sorry.
One of them is Celtic. Or Celtic.
Yeah, it's St. Bridget's Day.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it Celtic or Celtic? It
Celtic.
just depends on where you are.
Celtic.
All right. It is where is it? Groundhog Day is the same cycle as pre-Christian festivals that gave us those two celebrations in astronomical terms. These holidays were the cross-quarter days, those days that fall midway between the solstice and equinox.
Yeah.
These festivals were apparently celebrated throughout Europe by various tribes we now refer to as Celts. Yodeler believes, the guy who researched it, or Yoder, not Yodeler, that's two different things, influenced the sense of time of Europe and of European colonies in America. Let's see. One of them's Irish. One of the
St. Bridget's Day is today.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
St.
Okay.
Bridget's Day.
I thought you might know that.
Who's Saint Bridget?
St. Bridget was a saint that lived back in about 1115 or 1116, and she was told by an Irish king, because there was many kings on the land of Ireland before we went into a republic, and she was told that she could have any land that her cloak touched. And by some divine miracle, she took her cloak off and she threw it, and it covered 6 counties. It was a Jesus cloak. And it was magical and med. So
in this case, in Ireland, it was 30 yards.
No. It was no. The counties like
I was making a joke about how small Ireland is. But
but there's the same amount of counties in Ireland as there is in South Carolina.
By the way, congratulations to my friend. If you know, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Cameron knows.
I know.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Ireland is the same size as South Carolina, and it's got the same. amount of
Do they
Does
have?
make sense.
Do they have land beavers in Ireland?
on Friday nights? Yeah.
Do they? Do they have whistle pigs in Ireland?
I'm not because I'm going to have to press the button, and I don't want.
Listen,
to.
you are the representative of Europe.
We
in the room.
we have pigs.
Okay, because no, but
And whistle pigs.
do you have whistle pigs?
Depends on where you kick them.
Do you have groundhogs?
No.
Okay, I don't see.
We have badgers and hedgehogs. We've got hedgehogs, and hedgehogs live on the ground, so therefore you could call them a groundhog.
No,
Are they fast?
They're really fast. They are actually really fast. Like from what you think they would be, they're fast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
but they have real little feet. It just
They do the scamper.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
like
I
a very
figured.
aggressive Flintstoning towards you.
Yes. And then they turn into a ball and spike you.
So I am curious. Text line is 800-905-0989. It's ridiculous. It's too long to have to say that every single stinking time. Or on stream, Facebook, YouTube.
That's
or
why when I
Twitch.
say on the 8 o'clock show, it's 800-905-0989.
Dude, I just said the same thing. Anyway,
I say it more Irish.
you do. You absolutely do. The time when I do that, then it's probably going to be a weird time in the world. Do you care about Groundhog Day? I mean, and have you ever eaten groundhog? Because apparently you can eat groundhog.
Film's good. That's it. I like the film.
What?
The film is good.
All right, you said film for a
I
second.
said-
Oh, you mean the movie?
Yeah, that's
okay,
the Irish.
okay, all right.
It's the Irish word.
You
for
said
it,
film. I was like, what?
What are we doing?
The
What-
Irish word.
what's-
It's the Irish word for it.
Okay, all right.
Ooh, Odie.
I hope-
I'm just all day long. I said it to the guy at the dump earlier on in Irish.
in the actual dump.
At the
Okay,
dump in
all right.
Irish. I asked
Okay.
him.
I didn't know if there was a guy in a stall next to you.
No,
So,
because remember I was telling you that I figured out that the treadmill was dead, and I
Yeah.
brought it to the dump after it got
Yeah.
more dead.
after
And-
you, yeah,
And
It was dead
after you did a thing.
I brought it to the dump, and in Irish, I asked the guy, "Where can I put this?" And he just looked at me and was like,
Why did you ask him in Irish? Did you-
"Because my brain has
it
been
just
just
slipped
all
out?
over the place today." Yeah, it just
because
slipped.
English is a second language.
No, I
And
got
sometimes you divert back.
Well,
sometimes.
usually he's so on top of it that you don't like.
So when you curse in your head, is it like a combination of the two languages, or is it all in Irish?
It depends.
Okay.
It really does depend.
Okay, all right. I mean, I don't know what you want. I don't want to know what.
It's the
you
same
say
with
in your
talking
head.
to myself. You know, when you talk to yourself, yeah, your inner monologue,
Mhm.
which is sometimes exterior.
Some people don't do it to
Yeah,
themselves.
I do
anymore.
both,
Yeah.
and I mix. Yeah,
Okay. All right. Just like now, where
Yeah.
you're struggling with
Feminine.
talking. Yeah. All right. We're going to take a break. When we come back,
good.
we are going to get to the bracket. Luckily, I had a feeling that maybe someone wouldn't be here. So I took care of it. I got someone else to make some picks for us. So we will have our 4. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Whistle pigs in my garden. I've been trying to make a squirrel for 2 years.
Need to be a better shot. I mean, I'm just thinking maybe call out the groundskeeper from Caddyshack. He knew how to take care of it. Well, no, he wasn't successful at killing that groundhog, was he? You ever seen Caddyshack?
I'm trying to do his voice.
Yeah, but you can't say what he was saying though. It's the beginning scene.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Sandy, but if I kill all the golfers, they're going to lock me away. And yeah. I want you to kill all the golfers.
I want you to kill all the gophers.
Aye, the golfers.
And then Odie's favorite guy, Rodney Dangerfield.
I just don't like him.
I know.
You didn't like Ronnie? That's
Never a
weird.
massive fan of his.
Weird.
I haven't been keeping track of what's happening at all.
What's happening? Hey. I'm going to have that text stuck in my head all night. Dang whistle pig.
Daggum whistle pigs.
Daggum whistle pig. Ethel! The whistle pig got into my cabbages again, Ethel.
They're in my maters. They're in my maters, Ethel.
My daggum maters, Ethel.
Cow farm.
Give me the chainsaw, Ethel.
Where'd I leave my pea shooter?
Where's my blunderbuss?
You ever shot a blunderbuss?
They're fun.
I figured you would say yes. You ever shot a cannon?
Kinda.
How can? Yeah, I don't think you can kinda cannon.
Because we made one.
It's still a cannon, right?
Yeah, well,
I mean, so how big does the barrel have to be before it's considered a cannon?
I don't know.
I don't know either. You're the gun guy.
There's got to be some sort of like barrel requirement.
Does anybody know how big a barrel has to be a cannon?
Cannons are large guns with a long, thick tube.
Mm-hmm.
Cannons.
So you're saying yours is small?
It was cold. Cannons shoot heavy metal shells or other projectiles.
Okay. How
What's the
big's the
difference
barrel,
between-
man?
Yeah,
How
but
big does the barrel have to be before it's a cannon?
I assume
How did you Google it?
what makes a cannon a cannon.
No, you should. How big's the barrel? I have to school people all the time. Proper way of Googling. Yeah, I'm looking at you.
I don't know what you mean.
Just be literal. It's not, I mean,
Size of a cannon typically measured by its caliber, which reference to the diameter expressed in inches. For example, a 16-inch cannon has a diameter of 16 inches, which
Right.
makes it that.
okay.
It doesn't say how big to make.
So if it was a 14-inch in diameter, would it still be a cannon?
Yeah, probably would.
It's just
What
a
about 10
really
inches?
Large gun.
What's the bit? So a blunderbuss would be the biggest thing before a cannon, right?
Yeah, probably. Oh. It is playing. There it is. It was. I'm just going to get it ready.
You know, here's the thing, Odie. Welcome back to the Upstate Pulse. By the way, this is one of those things that no one would have known.
I know,
If you had just played the music,
but I did.
I would have let it go.
The music came out, and the music has been playing. It's that one song. That
Also, I thought you were going to point out how that was a rejoin.
Yeah.
That was an out
was
and
an
not
out.
a rejoin.
yeah, that was.
Nobody would have noticed, and I would have let it go. We're having a good time. I would have let it go.
You can still let it go.
Okay, we are asking a question, and we're just going to go ahead and ask it on the air because why not? We know we got gun people out there and probably cannon people. We've already got one answer, by the way. But how big, how in diameter does a barrel have to be before it's a cannon? Scott says usually anything beyond a 50 cal is a cannon.
Yeah, but you can get micro cannons, and they shoot small projectiles.
By the way, I don't want a cannon. I think it would be kind of cool to shoot a cannon. I'm pretty sure the people back behind us on occasion shoot cannons
I would like a cannon.
because
Listen, if a cannon is out there and somebody wants to give it to Odie, then you know.
no. I'm guessing you would have to do a background check, which you do all the time, but on a cannon, just like you would a gun.
I don't think so.
When we went to Comic-Con, the last Comic-Con we went to, South Carolina Comic-Con, I think it was Junior.
Yeah.
What is that when their gun show was also going on? And you
Yes.
went to the gun show. Were there any cannons in there?
I didn't see any.
Okay. All right.
Hold on.
Maybe
What
they're in
do
the
I
back.
Need to
It's a special room.
buy
It's a special room.
cannon.
Hey, you look like a cannon guy.
Hey man,
Hey, why don't you come over here?
you want to see? You want to see?
Don't tell anybody.
wanna see a
Hey,
cannon?
that cannon's back over here. All right. All right. For you, special price. Special price.
Seemed like a guy who likes big cannons.
$5,000 for a cannon. I don't know how much cannons cost, but I'm guessing they cost more than guns. But I could be wrong.
We gotta buy one get one free.
Well,
Go if you will. on
Yeah,
cannons.
no. I seriously doubt that.
Under the Federal National Firearms Act of 1934, large bore cannons are classified as destructive devices.
Mhm.
Really? To obtain one, pre-approval from the Federal Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives is necessary. So I think you can get one. You just need to ask a lot of questions. If there's anybody out there part of the National Bureau or the Federal Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and indeed explosives, give us a call.
By the way, we are not soliciting
No,
buying a cannon. I was just curious if Odie had ever shot a cannon before. That's all.
but I think it
That's all I
would
was
be cool
doing.
that if
Yeah.
we done an outside project where we shot a cannon.
Here's the thing though.
It's also the same kind of energy as like, where do you buy?
But
giant
if I
scissors?
shot a cannon, I'd want to be on a boat.
Ha
No, I want to be on a pirate ship.
That's right.
I mean,
Fire all the starboard cannon.
yeah, I mean, I would want to be on a. All right, let us get to our bracket. By the way,
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, Odie.
That was me telling you move back a little bit when you're shouting at the microphone. But
well,
it's okay.
you know,
It's
maybe there's this thing. Don't have your headphones up so loud.
They're not up loud.
Okay, because I didn't yell that loud.
What?
Trust me, I work with people who do.
But no, because it popped.
So,
I'm just saying.
so,
Put it out there.
um,
I've popped many times.
all right.
I
Get
pop
ready
all
to
the
noob
time.
yourself again for criticizing me.
How did I criticize you?
You're criticizing my use of microphone. I'm not gonna do it, but yeah, stop being hypercritical here.
Wait,
We're having a
does that
good
mean-
time. Are you trying to kill the good time by doing stuff like that?
Well, if you let me have a cannon,
Let us get well. I mean, you know, I tell you what, cannons aren't. They're not quiet.
neither am I.
Yeah. All right. Let us start with the next part of the bracket. I'm trying to figure out which place I want to go to, and I'm gonna start in the top right hand side.
Top right, here we go.
Okay, so we did the first half last week, and not the first half, but the first section. So if you want to participate in this here bracket have 800-905-0989 stored in your phone, ready to go. So if we have a tie, you can break the tie. All right. So you may say, Lonzo, and I would say, hey, what's up? How can you have a tie when you only have 3 people? I am always prepared, or I try to be, just in case someone can't be here or something. So we have a 4th person. Rob Brown filled out the bracket this week, and I'll have Chris do it next week. So I have a couple first rounds done in case even 2 people don't show up. And then add another idea after that. So we're always covered. Although we could do it without ties and just have winners. We could do that, but where's the fun in that?
Everyone's a winner.
All right. No, man, there are losers out there. There are a lot of losers.
There are.
All right. There are people who are born losers and do not make their way out of it. They just enjoy being a loser.
Yeah, like Beck. He was a loser, baby.
But no one killed him. So
yeah.
that's part of the song, by the way.
I know.
No, just in case someone was,
okay.
yeah. I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? That's what the song says. All right. Our first matchup is a difficult matchup right away. Hot Wheels cars. So a lot of people, whether no one in this room was into Hot Wheels cars. Probably. All right. So Hot Wheels cars, one thing about them is any kind of car you can think of, truck, just about, and even new age things that haven't been invented yet were Hot Wheels. And little boys playing in the dirt. Some of them, like Odie, catching them on fire. I mean, there were things that little boys do playing with Hot Wheels. Fun things. Hot Wheels is going up against a Slinky. And I'd seen Slinkies on TV. I never really had one. I think my cousin had one, and I played with a Slinky before. Yes, a Slinky. Fun for a boy. Yeah.
Did you happen to straighten the Slinky?
No, I am not.
Then it is just a wire.
Egon Spangler. I am not him. All right, so Hot Wheels versus Slinky. Odie, who do you got?
Hot Wheels, because I have a Hot Wheel on my desk in work.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at you. All right, Cameron.
I'd say Hot Wheels because they have a lot more versatility as far as toys go.
All right. I am going to go with Hot Wheels also, even though I didn't have them. But and then Rob Brown went with Hot Wheels. So it is.
I thought he'd go with Slinky.
It's a whitewash.
No.
It is a whitewash.
No. Rob's in the cars. It's not a whitewash.
Yes, it is.
That's not what it's called.
In Ireland, it is.
Okay, well, we're not in Ireland. All right, the next matchup is Tonka trucks versus a Super Soaker. Now, this is a hard one. All right, Tonka trucks were like dump trucks and steam shovels and bulldozers and all these different kind of things that you can move earth with. And as a little boy, you're taking your shovel and you're loading the rocks in the back of the dump truck, and you're taking the dump truck and you're dumping it on your Hot Wheels. That's what you're doing. Or you're burying stuff and then you're unburying it. Tonka trucks, very durable.
Yeah,
durable
I
enough for a
remember
little boy.
the ad used to be, nothing kills a Tonka.
Tonka trucks, really, really enjoyed them. I don't think I ever bought Cameron a Tonka truck.
I think I had something similar to that.
Maybe you did.
I was remembering like having one of the big ones that like would carry some of my toys.
Okay, you probably did, and I just don't recall. All right, going up against Super Soaker. Here's the thing, and squirt guns since the beginning of time, since a caveman splashed another caveman and laughed about it.
Oh.
Water wars have been a thing. It's been fun. People playing in the rain.
Why
Lonzo
splashed me?
Yes, because
you're humorous.
Because your beard was dirty.
Dirty beard.
Yes. Someone out there went, you know what? I bet if we put water in the gun, that would be fun.
That's better than
and
rocks,
then it started.
Cetus.
And then I think it was in the 80s, maybe 90s. I didn't look up the origin of the gun when it was created, but the Super Soakers came out. Then you got power. Then you don't just have a little squirt gun. You got power now. So not only can you squirt someone, you can soak them. Hence the name Super Soaker.
1989 by Lonnie Johnson.
There we go, Lonnie, my guy Lonnie.
Yep.
So
$1 billion in total sales so far.
Not a surprise.
Yep.
Tonka trucks. I remember my senior cut day, and it wasn't a Super Soaker, but there were water battles, and it was all water balloons. Me and my boy Sean, I got Uzis.
Oh,
We got Uzis. They were battery powered Uzis, and we were just tearing everybody up with battery powered Uzis.
I'm getting
Yeah.
notions.
I love those. Those were amazing. So Tonka Trucks versus Super Soaker. Cameron, who you got?
I think I got to give it to the Super Soaker.
I also am going to go with Super Soaker.
This is a very hard one for me. This is extremely hard because, as you know, I like guns and Super Soakers.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Super Soaker is a gun.
And there was a controversy in Ireland when they came out first because they were too high powered. Yeah. And so I kind
Were
of.
there small Irish children just getting.
They were getting their eyeballs ripped out of their faces.
Oh.
And well, no, they actually weren't. But. And then Tonka
It's been
trucks.
a violent show tonight.
It's been. We're talking about cannons.
I've loved
talking about
Tonka
losing
trucks.
eyes.
I've always loved Tonka trucks. Always. I'm going to have to go with the Tonka.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go with the Tonka.
Good for you. It's good to know that someone went with a Tonka because Rob Brown went with Super Soaker. So Super Soaker goes through,
Dang it.
which is fine. If you want to be a part of the show, by the way, text line is 800-905-0989. I haven't memorized yet. I got to look at it. And also we're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. On the text line, text says Dinky toys were best. You could even change their tires.
Yeah.
So that's like Hot Wheels.
They were cool.
Another texture says should be water soakers versus cap guns.
That's
Yeah.
not even no.
Yeah, cap guns lose.
Every time.
Yeah, they
What are
do.
cap guns?
Cap guns. So they had these red
Phosphorus paper.
yeah, and the paper would load up. It would be like cinnamon roll, except it was paper,
Yeah.
into these cap guns, and they would have little pieces of gunpowder in them.
Yeah, once the hammer hit it.
Yeah, it would
make a bang.
It would make a bang sound.
Smell lovely.
Did you like the smell? That's a little weird, dude. I just gotta say that is a little weird.
Why does that surprise you?
Yeah, well, let's see. Let's
We know
go.
what he's into.
We go on to the
Yeah,
next one.
We
I'm
know
gonna,
some of the things that he's into.
I'm gonna look at the stream. Mark says Tonka's rule. Come on, I'm 0 for 2. Sorry, man. I mean, it happens just like breaks do.
Is that good or bad? Is 0 for 2 good?
No, that's bad. That
okay.
means he got 2 wrong.
It's okay, Mark.
So the winning is first.
Okay.
So if he went 2-0, it would be
okay.
2 wins versus 0. That's how
We're
that.
saying I'm 2 for 2.
Yeah, yeah.
meaning that
Yeah.
you got the positive 2 out of 2.
I don't care.
All right, let's take a break.
Fun.
When we come back, we are going to continue with the brackets. We've still got plenty more to get through.
Jumping
I will-
brackets.
I will tell you what our next matchup is. It's Silly Putty versus Power Rangers. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of them, their lives.
How did I do that? I know how I did that.
Okay, well, you owe me one when we get back. You might want to look.
He's got cannons on the brain.
I'm just gonna go through them all. and
Yeah,
make
you
sure.
probably
Yeah.
should. Or you might break the record tonight.
Why are they all backwards?
What'd you do, Odie? It's all right, Mark. I'm sure you'll do better as we go. Maybe. I don't know.
Rejoin first, right?
Rejoins when you come out of a break.
So when we're joining back into the show.
No. Not.
You just say snot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to write it down, but Borderlands announced another guest.
Oh,
The voice of Hiei,
Chuck Huber.
the voice of Kibito.
And the voice of 17.
no,
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
there was somebody
Kibito
else that
as
did.
well.
Some other visual star as well.
Well, somebody look it up. I do, but I'm also doing other things. Ooh, that was a nice knee by Ciampa.
Well, Todd's really happy about Alexa Bliss being on there. Oh yeah.
Financial resources, and lifetime career services, achieving your dreams is more possible than ever before. Choose the program that's right for your
Oh,
career
Craig Parker.
and get started on your next
That's the guy. He
success.
was in Lord of the
More
Rings and he was in
applications
Sparta.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was. I thought that was yesterday. That they
Yeah.
announced that. Okay. Yeah, I did see that. Again, I don't recall there being such versatility of guests
I know.
ever in the history of South Carolina Comic Con, and I'm looking forward to seeing all those guys. Just how weird it's going to look seeing them all back there on
Yes.
Autograph Row or whatever
Maybe a
it's called.
hodgepodge.
Do they even have a name for that? I'm gonna have to ask Rob.
Autograph Alley? No, there's artist alley, but
Yeah,
Autograph Place. Works.
that's what brainstorming's for. You know,
it's the autograph aisle.
That's how we came up with the name for Sunday nights with Odie Fitzgerald. You know, it's on Sunday night and it's with Odie. So it's
very direct.
took
Yeah.
us himself and Mark took us hours to get that.
Yeah,
It's like the Rod Brown show. Hours.
What you mean the Rod Brown show?
Rod Brown.
yeah. That Rod is in the midst of right now probably having his Royal Rumble party. That he's going to.
Hey Rod, why aren't we invited to the Rod's party?
Because we're doing this.
Oh yeah.
Plus, Lonzo doesn't go to parties. If he does, Lonzo goes and stands in the corner and makes fun of everybody.
Facing into the corner or facing out?
Well, if I can't make fun of him if I can't see him.
Do you ever go into an elevator and stand in the corner facing in, talking to yourself loudly?
No.
I did that a few times. I did that on the elevator going to the top of the Space Needle in Seattle.
Did you speak in English or did you go?
Oh no, I spoke in English.
Yeah, if he spoke in Irish, he might be arrested.
Probably would.
Because
My buddy that was with me, she was just like, "What are you doing?" And then when we were coming down in the elevator, I stood at my back to the elevator doors and looked at everybody, and I just stood there.
welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo and Odie and Cameron here. I'm fun on a Saturday night, final segment of the hour. We are in the middle of the next part of our boy toy brackets. These are toys that little boys played with when they were kids. Some of them still play with them now. I mean, because some of the toys are pretty cool, like action figures and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like speaking of action figures, this next contest is between Power Rangers toys. So it's not just action figures. It could be the belts. It could be the masks. It could be Zords.
Everything
Yes.
Power Rangers.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe you're a fan of Zordon and you just like your head behind a mirror or something. I don't know. The voice of Zordon, by the way, that guy was at South Carolina Comic Con a couple years ago. And
I was surprised he still had an entire body.
yeah, well, I mean, you learn those things. You do.
You do.
I
So
thought he was just a floating head.
Power Rangers, Cameron was into when he was a kid.
Yes, I was.
And when he was 3, we took him to the drive-in to see the first Power Rangers movie with Ivan Ooze.
I was about to ask if that was one of the
Yeah, was the one with Ivan Ooze. That was a great movie because when they started, they jumped out of an airplane. It was a cool movie. I like the early iterations of Power Rangers. Eventually, I got out of it, and so did he.
Yeah.
But they're still going strong, I believe.
As far as I know,
Which is it's very cool. And everyone's favorite was the Green Ranger / White Ranger.
Red Ranger was mine.
Why?
I don't know. Just was.
Weirdo. By the way, you owe me something.
Oh,
I'm waiting. You didn't get it ready? Oh no.
I'm waiting.
No, I would let the first one go. I can't let this one go in good conscience. I can't.
You
I
see,
can't
what
do
happened
it.
was, right?
Mhm.
Oh no, you messed up.
Oh, it's a noob.
Oh noob.
Declining noob and
You know, when it's the German one, I don't care.
All right, so
Gets me aroused.
So, dude, really?
Too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, Power Rangers is going up against Silly Putty. Now, Silly Putty supposedly was a toy, and it was sold as a toy, but all I ever did was copy comic strips with it. So you would take a comic strip and you would put Silly Putty down, and you would put it, and the ink would go into the Silly Putty, and so it looked like the comic strip was on the Silly Putty. So like Spider-Man, you would just put it down on Spider-Man, then you have Spider-Man on the Silly Putty. You could move the Silly Putty around. It was like Spider-Man was moving.
All right, that's kind
Cameron's
of
looking at me like, what?
Yeah, it was
I was trying to think if you ever did that when I was a kid.
No.
That was when you were a kid.
Yeah, when I was a kid, yes. And it came in an egg,
Yeah, I'm looking at it here on the screen.
like an Easter egg, like the plastic Easter eggs.
Like a Kinder.
Keith said it made great gum too. No, it did not, because you're not supposed to choose Silly Putty. That may be one thing that might explain a lot, Keith.
That's just silly.
Yeah, it might. Although, certain twins I know might have actually tried that. Anyway, so, all right. So here we go. Silly Putty versus Power Rangers. I'm going to go first and go Power Rangers, because Silly Putty, again, it's a toy, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's just a Xerox machine. You don't know what that is, but that's what it was. All right. Cameron, Power Rangers or Silly Putty?
Go Power Rangers.
Okay, there we go. We got 2 Power Rangers. OD.
Yeah. Pink Ranger. Yeah. Just gonna go with that one there now.
She was very pretty,
Yep.
and she could fight.
Yeah,
She could kick the booty.
Yep.
I would tell you that Rob Brown from the Rob Brown Show picked this one. Rod didn't. Rob did. He also went with Power Rangers. Listen, we've had a lot of sweeps today, and I thought this would be a more challenging one, but it has not, and that's fine. That's how it works. It balances out from what we had last week when we had all those ties. All right, the next matchup is Scrabble. All right, so yes, you got to be a little bit older to get into Scrabble. I can't wait to teach the granddaughter how to play Scrabble. We could probably do it now, but I'd win.
Yeah.
But eventually I won't, because she's only in first grade, but she's learning her words, weekly, and eventually she'll catch
she
up.
was reminding me when she was asking me about math problems. And I kept giving her more and more.
As she rises, I will regress, and eventually we'll meet somewhere in there.
Like Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yes.
Somewhere
Yes,
in the
exactly.
middle.
So Scrabble versus cardboard box. Now you may say, why is a cardboard box in here? And I will tell you, if you've ever had children and you got this, they're going to love this toy. It's going to be great. There they are playing in the box.
Yep.
And the bigger the box, the better.
Yep.
Everyone loves the box.
The
Even-
box does
even
not
now-
confine creativity.
Even now, a box can hide a secret agent.
Bling.
Like we saw earlier.
Yes, like we saw earlier. That's where Matthew is. He's
still staking
he's
up.
over in the chicken parking lot underneath the box.
Living in the box.
That's where he is. So
Colonel, tell the Upstate Pulse I'm still on stakeout.
we've got Scrabble versus a cardboard box. Odie, what do you got?
The one thing that used to make my skin crawl and my spine shudder was when somebody said to a very dyslexic Odie, let's play Scrabble.
That's just wow.
I didn't account for that.
Yeah,
I didn't think about that.
that's just brain freeze without the ice cream. So I am going to go with the cardboard box.
Oh, okay. All right. Cameron, what you going with?
I'm living in a box.
Okay, Cameron's also going cardboard box. Here's the thing. I mean, a toy can be anything, but especially for boys, a cardboard box is an amazing
Everything.
thing.
It was a rocket
It
ship.
really is. Rod Brown, not Rob Brown, Rod Brown. He picked cardboard box, and I also will go cardboard box. So a lot of clean
So
sweeps
is
here.
Rod like the heel portion
It
of
depends
Rob?
if it's what day is it?
Or is Rob the
On Saturdays? No, Rod's a good guy on Saturdays.
Saturday.
Yeah. All right. Our next matchup. See, we got 5 minutes.
We got it. We got
We
it.
got time for one more. It's going to be a hard one though.
Okay.
It's going to be a very difficult choice here, maybe. All right. The first thing is a kite. All right. I remember winning a merit badge in Cub Scouts because we made a kite out of wrapping paper that shouldn't have flown, but the guy who helped me was really fast. So he was really fast. It should not have flown because it was wrapping paper, which is too heavy. But my dude was flying
Oh, yeah.
because he ran so fast. That kite flew anyway.
Yep.
So speed will help you even when you have bad
Screw
kite
you,
design.
aerodynamics.
So we whittled a couple sticks. We put some. Listen, we're from a poor area. All right, we just ripped it. We ripped it off. Someone had an illegal knife, and we put them together. We wrapped twine around it, also known as kite string. And my dude flew. I mean, he must have ran a 4.2.
I gotta tell you, I got some bad memories with kites because me and my buddy Ben went out one time. He got electrocuted. I thought he was dead.
But he wasn't.
He wasn't.
And he created electricity. Keith on the stream says we hooked a dead mouse to one before. Was he dead before you hooked him to?
Did lightning also strike that one?
And by the way, I am not shocked by that one bit. Chris says a box kite. You know, I never understood box kites. I never got box kites. They should not fly. A box kite should not fly.
They should.
No, it's as a 8-year-old kid in Cub Scouts. I'm going. That ain't gonna fly.
Yeah, well,
that is not gonna fly.
They don't fly.
Odie, get the whiteboard.
So kites are going up against something that's more than meets the eye. That would be Transformers. Transformers, amazing toys, amazing show, amazing movie, but only when Shia LaBeouf was in it. Okay. By the way,
terrible.
No. Shia LaBeouf was the best part. Those movies went downhill after he left.
I only have one way of acting, LaBeouf.
All right. Anyway, you're one of the only people I know who doesn't like Shia LaBeouf.
I don't like Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah. You're part of the mass mind who don't like him because they don't understand. They don't get him. His nervous way of acting was amazing. If he was not in that first Transformers movie, it never would have went anywhere. And you could say Megan Fox, but not everybody thinks like you.
No, because I don't like Megan Fox.
Well,
I think Megan Fox is a very attractive young lady, but I don't like her acting. No.
So anyway, Transformers. By the way, the next Transformers, they're looking to bring back a bunch of the old cast. And like Shia LaBeouf, maybe Megan Fox, hopefully a certain agent who was.
I'd like to see John Turturro.
Yes, John Turturro.
And Alan Tudyk, just for that, because I loved him in 3.
Yeah, I forgot about him. No, didn't he die?
No.
I could. It's been a long time.
He ended up in the hospital. He got a lot of broken bones, but he was good.
He had to do that German accent. It was a German accent,
I'm
wasn't
not stressing anymore.
Yes. Yes.
What's back that?
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna push this. We're gonna push this, and we are going to bring this back up in the next hour.
That was my pushing sound.
Okay, all right. That sounded like you're about to throw up. Also, we are going to talk Dragonball Daima, the brand new Spider-Man. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man came out. We watched a couple episodes of that. We talk about physical media, whether you buy that anymore. AI Takeover, games, a game that I just introduced my granddaughter to, and she loves it. It has to do with Pokemon, by the way, and Nerd Roundtable, and so much more. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. It's not how you spell it, Lisa, but probably ought to correct it on you.
We'll go with that.
So I know that I'm a fan of Shia LaBeouf in it. Cameron's a fan of Shia LaBeouf in it. Rod and Rob Brown are fans of Shia LaBeouf in it.
What?
I also agree, Scott. It did have a really good soundtrack.
Soundtrack was good.
Yeah, we went and seen that when it was in. We're not talking about that till later, Trey. Why everybody got spoiled? I mean,
well, they don't have the outline.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh, nice, Chris. What'd you make?
You know what I just did? I went on my computer and decided to go because they said that third-party source mods and the new mods would work. They do not. So I spent a long time getting everything going just to play BG3 again with the new mods and the old mods. Didn't work. So then I got rid of all the old mods and the new mods didn't work, including Fiona. So I went back and started playing on Xbox again. I'll try the computer again later, but I was so frustrated for like a couple hours and then it wouldn't work. I'm like, why is it not working? And then Part of it is I hadn't done a Windows update on that computer in a while, and it decided to shut down in the middle of it and do the update. So grateful for that. And so I waited. And now I'm thinking that I didn't go back through and check all the mods, and that's why they didn't work.
Probably, yeah.
So now I'm going to do it again, go through and see if I can check all the mods, see if it works. Because there are more mods available on the computer than there are on Xbox right now.
Yeah.
Like getting the Bard, who I want to be, and there's some people working on story mods for it too.
Yeah. By the way, Chris, they are working on new campaigns. Modders are.
Yeah.
The
Road
Larian-
to Barazins and whatever that is one that has 6 new characters, all voice acted, new animals. It's not done yet, but they're working on it. I had that in the on show prep, but I decided not to use it.
Yeah, so there are modders that are working on it. Larian's moved on, but there's still one more patch left that's going to add some more subclasses and stuff. So I can finally add Lear in there without any mods.
King Lear?
Well,
Or the children of Lear? L-I-R? Is it spelled L-I-R?
it's going to be spelled L-I-R. Which I did take that from like the Irish thing. That was the whole point.
The reason I don't like Shia LaBeouf, and it's the only reason I don't like Shia LaBeouf, is that I saw him in Transformers and I thought he was okay. I thought the character was, skittish and flighty. But then he
This
was
is
in,
what he was supposed to.
Yeah. But then he was in
Don't say Indiana Jones ruined it.
No.
Okay.
What was the film that Tom Hardy was in with him? Legend or something? Not Legend. There was something where they were bootleggers.
Yeah, I don't watch stuff
And he
like that.
played the exact same character. And I was like, can you only do one character?
I already said my favorite NPC. It's Fiona.
Alfiera.
See, I said that's why. Yeah, I always get her name wrong. I don't know why I call her Fiona. It is Alfiera though. You're right, because I even tried to search for it. And it's like, why can't I find Fiona? And I looked it up because it's Alfiera. That's why I can't. She's still my favorite. She's a bard, and she's trying to get. And you can go over and talk to her, and you can help her make her song.
All right. So for me, Chris, I got a couple. I like Karlach. I like Shadowheart. And
Yeah, but those aren't
Vince.
NPCs, are they? Technically, because you can play as them.
Well, do you count it or NPCs or are we
What
talking?
game are we playing? Baldur's Gate.
Party.
Baldur's Gate 3 is what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Is it on PlayStation or Xbox?
No, well, you gotta buy it.
Okay.
Do you have the newest Xbox or do you have Xbox One still?
It's got
What
a
is the
hammer.
newest?
Xbox Series X.
A Series S, I think.
You have a Series S?
I think so.
Okay, then you can play it.
Okay. I honestly, I don't know which one I have. Will my Xbox thing tell me what I have?
Should.
Dude, what's it look like?
Is it white?
I mean,
I
does
don't-
it,
yeah.
does it look like a box?
Baby.
Does
No.
it look like a fridge?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't remember
Why
what it
don't
looks
you
like.
know what it looks like?
I know.
Because it's hidden. I don't even see it.
The invisible Xbox. Oh, it's one of my favorites now. I've been
Yeah.
doing a playthrough with some of my buddies.
Yeah, and you throw mods in there too with all the extra classes and stuff that you can do. It's they've added a bunch of classes on the approved mods.
Yeah. And playing a multiplayer is so different from playing single player. It's so much more chaotic, and I love it. It's like doing an actual D&D campaign to a degree.
Looks like you haven't set up a console here yet. Oh, okay.
Take a picture of it when you get home and send it. That and nothing else.
I have it 5 years, 6 years. Does that help? It was new when I got it. Like it was.
Yeah, that doesn't sound. I don't.
It sounds like
No, it might be around that.
Do I have to turn it on to take a photograph or just take a photograph of it?
What?
Like, am I looking for anything in particular?
Let's take a picture of the case.
Oh,
Dude, if it looks like a small refrigerator, then it's a new one. If it looks like I can show you an Xbox One in my office.
No, I think it's Series S.
No, if it was,
Oh,
it
it's
would look
not.
like that.
We'll go to the office and we'll find out.
Welcome into hour number 2 of the Upstate Pulse. My name is Lonzo. He is Odie. He is Cameron. Matthew is away somewhere. Hopefully he's all right. Haven't heard from him.
He's still in the box.
Yes, he may still be in the box out in the chicken parking lot, looking for ne'er-do-wells, bad guys, and
Ne'er-do-wells.
people who are thinking of causing a fracas. Heard someone call it a fracas, and it's wrong. It's a fracas.
It's a fracas.
It's a fracas.
John Mellencamp is at the Royal Rumble.
He's a cougar.
His head is so big. I mean, and I know it's coming from me, but it's a large cranium.
It's hot name's kettle.
Yes. It's like Sputnik. Anyway,
So apparently
Sputnik.
it's a Series 1X is what I have.
what? So it's an Xbox One.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
By the way, text line is 800-905-0989. Jim and Easley, I'm not going to comment on your text, only to say that he's from here, and that's what it sounds like when you don't have an accent. That's all I'm saying.
Well, commenting on the fact I have no accent?
No, not you. That's not everything ain't about you. It's about somebody else.
It isn't?
No.
I'm the hero of this story.
Texture says Silly Putty was like a precursor to Play-Doh, right? I don't know.
No,
I don't
not
know
even
what I
slightly.
think Play-Doh came before Silly Putty.
Do you know Play-Doh was originally made to clean wallpaper?
Not surprising.
Yep.
We're in the middle of by the way, this hour we are going to get to hopefully AI takeover. We are going to talk about the latest episode of Dragonball Daima. We're going to talk about Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. It just came out. I have my doubts about it. Now I think I'm okay with it. I think I'm not, but it's one of those where you're worried if they're going to slip some things in there. So far they have not, although they've changed. The story is definitely different. But it hasn't been.
You can't do the same story over and over.
Well, you can. That's what I mean. You can, but they haven't. We are going to talk video games, Nerd Roundtable, and so on and so forth. But we are at our next matchup, which is Transformers versus a kite. I am going to go first.
Go first, Alonzo.
And in honor of that dude that ran really fast and helped me win my merit badge, I'm going to go with the kite. Because I was more into Voltron than I was Transformers. And I love the movie, but I was an adult when that happened. So I'm going to go with the kite. And I'm guessing nobody else is going to go with the kite. I don't know. Cameron, who you got?
All hail Megatron.
Of course.
Huh.
Odie?
The engineer in me is going kite.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I used to make kites. I used to have a lot of fun with kites.
All right. So I went kite and Odie went kite and Cameron went Transformers. That means there could be a tie right now.
Oh.
If there were a tie, you would text into 800-905-0989. Not yet.
Not yet.
Because I haven't said that there's a tie. But there is a tie.
What is a tie?
Because Rob Brown also went with Transformers. So text either Transformers or kite to 800-905-0989. Who you think should go through?
Are you going to say T or K if they're in a hurry?
You need to spell the word. It's not, there's none of the stuff that Odie's talking about. You got to spell the entire word. So if I were playing along, I would have already had those typed into my phone. He's making fun of me, but I've said this over and over again. I would have had those typed into my phone, ready to hit send whenever there's. Oh, by the way, I didn't give a countdown.
Give a countdown.
3, 2, 1. Kite or Transformers. 800-905-0989. The next person that texts.
Was there any kite Transformers? I don't think there was.
No, there's Kite Man.
Starscream.
All right. We have a winner. Transformers is going through. Which is not a surprise. It's not. I hope my dude who helped me win that merit badge is still around. I don't remember his name.
Also, why wouldn't the engineer in you be just up for robots?
Because I know what robots can do.
All right. Our next matchup, especially when they're in disguise, our next matchup is.
Just looking at the text. I'm sorry. The very top one.
Okay.
It just made me giggle. I don't know why.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Texter.
We all can.
I'm gonna call you Stone Man. Just move on.
Amen.
No, I'm gonna call him Stone Man because that's conspicuously, that's what he yells down the hall all the time.
Right, okay.
When people are talking or people are doing something, he says nobody cares. And I could check my phone and see if that's his phone number, which I might do in a minute.
I'll do it
So
now.
even if you are not Stone Man, I'm gonna call you Stone Man.
Okay.
The next matchup is a ball. All right. Whether it's volleyball, football,
Rugby ball.
a kickball, a ball. We're talking about a ball. Going up against Toy Story toys. I'm talking about Woody. I'm talking about
It's not.
what?
It's not him.
It's not. Okay. I'm talking about all the wonderful Buzz Lightyear. Talking about Bullseye. Talking about all the toys. Those little creepy alien kids. Talking about Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. I mean,
All of them.
All the things from Toy Story.
Woody.
I said Woody.
Buzz. Bo
I
Peep.
said Buzz. By the way, Buzz Lightyear.
Rex.
One of the toys that Cameron had when he was a little kid was a 3-inch Buzz Lightyear that you push button and he would say the sayings. We took the batteries out of the thing and it still was talking. I eventually buried it in the yard because it just creeped me out.
There was also a big one.
Yeah, well, yes.
The big one was less creepy.
Yeah, the big one was less creepy.
Probably
So
not possessed.
So here's the thing. This is a hard choice because kids Cameron's age were really into Toy Story stuff. I think they still are because they've had several movies. Some of them are really sad. Actually, they all have kind of a sadness to them. So Toy Story versus a ball, just a regular ball. Out of all the balls, I'm going to go with kickball as my favorite.
Okay.
I mean, I played football and I played basketball and tennis and all kinds of other things like that. Paintball, never played that. I've shot a paintball gun, but I've never got hit by one.
It hurts.
Nerf balls. Yeah. So I'm going to go with the ball. I'm going to go ahead and tell you I am going with the ball.
What about Schmertzen ball?
Cameron, boy,
Boy.
ball, ball or Toy Story?
Toy Story.
All right. Cameron's going with Toy Story. I got ball and story mixed and it just came out boy. It wasn't it worked. But anyway.
All right, over there, Kratos.
All right.
Boy.
All right, boy.
Okay, adult.
Boy,
All
that
right.
brought me back to being 10.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Boy.
I
Let's
know.
be more Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. Well, that's what children are for. All right. Odie, ball or Toy Story?
You see, Toy Story makes me cry, so I'm not going to pick Toy Story simply for the fact that it turns me into a little babbling brook. So I'm going to say ball because rugby.
Turns into a little Irish.
All right.
tributary.
Believe it or not, Rob Brown picked ball. Also, Toy Story has been eliminated.
See you later, Woody.
All right. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to do our last two matchups and then we're going to get to some other stuff. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of toys. The voice.
I like it. That works.
I was doing that terror thing, like getting really low at the end.
You didn't have a bait. No bait. No bait. Spaceballs. Spaceballs. That's right way.
If you're talking about a movie, I don't know when another Dungeons and Dragons movie is coming out.
That was actually a good movie. I liked it.
Yeah, I don't think it did well enough to be able to make another one, but yeah, I thought it was good too.
Yeah, I love Chris Pine. I thought he did a great job.
Captain Kirk was really good.
I like the owlbear too. I thought the owlbear was pretty cool.
And the Paladin was great too, just because of how straight he played it the entire time. He's still walking straight. Is he going to go over the rock? Oh, he's going over the rock. Also, how if we go by like rolling,
Can you dig
Chris Pine's
it?
character did not roll well at all for a
yeah.
lot of the movie, but he rolled well when it counted.
Probably not Chris, because this is my anti-Odie bracket. So, and that one, he just wouldn't be able to function. So we're not going to be able to do that. His we would actually see smoke come out of his ears and then he might die. So no, we're not going to do that.
I'd be able to do that.
Nah, we're not doing it.
Saying it would be.
Yeah. I can't say that this won't be the last one going out on my terms, or there'll be a new one next year, and who knows what we'll be doing.
What it will be, nobody knows. Apart from Lonzo.
I was about to say, he does.
Who probably knows.
You know, ideal people, sometimes you get ideas a year away, and sometimes you get ideas like 5 minutes before a show goes on. That's just how it works.
Oh, can I mention something? It's not really an ad, but it kind of is. It's just a big thank you to the guys in Anderson Ford who looked after me this morning. Just saying it.
Nope, you don't need to. You just did, and you're not supposed to do that.
Okay. Well, it's on the stream. So.
Yeah, just the world watching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're not an advertiser here, so no. What you could do is, thanks to the guys at the Ford dealership.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't.
They did help me out.
You told a specific one.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right, scratch it. Thanks, Ford. Bye.
Only 5 people understood what you just said. And it's midnight where they are. Actually, it's probably 1 a.m.
Gorov Mila Magut, Leda Bukli, August Nakalini, Air Eshtigi, Leda radio program.
Yeah, if I remember right, Scott, I think like the Pinkerton story was going around, so a lot of people just did not want to deal with that.
What's the Pinkerton story?
So Hasbro or Wizards of the Coast basically hired the Pinkertons to go and threaten a guy for getting a magic card. Yes, for getting a magic card that was accidentally sent to him. He didn't do anything.
Well, I mean, that just...
Or he bought a pack that had one that they weren't trying
Well,
to
you sure
release.
knew who they were right away.
Who?
The Pinkertons.
I still don't know who the Pinkertons are.
No, you acted like you knew, though.
No, just the fact that you said they went.
recoiled.
Yeah, because they said they hit out. Or went
Not
to
a
talk.
hit,
Went to
but-
talk to him.
Yeah.
That to me was kind of like.
It's like when they send Odie out because someone didn't make their payment in time. You know, it's like that.
Oh, is that who they are?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like that.
I love the fact you went, oh,
Then Odie rolls
who are
up.
they?
Odie rolls up with an arsenal.
So if I remember correctly, and I'm sure I'm going to get this wrong, the
Get it wrong.
Pinkertons were like the precursor to what the FBI ended up becoming.
Oh, okay.
But then they
Thank you,
still
April.
kept their own individual entity.
Do I? Do I? Is this? You do have a name. Do I? Do I?
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo here along with Odie and Cameron. Matthew, we hope he's okay. He's not here though. Gathering. It's
He has some holes in that box.
You know what? I believe Venus. There's a reflection of it's probably already happened. I think it's called like the fingernail of Venus.
Yeah, what's happening? What's
no,
happening?
No.
Yeah.
I'm serious about
Okay,
this.
no, it's all mine.
So the sun reflects off the dark side of the moon, and it hits Venus, and it causes a. Look it up. It's not. It's a serious thing.
When you said Dark Side of the Moon, my brain instantly went to Pink Floyd.
Well, yeah, but
tends to.
because of the sun reflecting off of Venus
Yeah.
onto the dark side of the moon, the dark side of the moon is not the dark side of the moon tonight.
Yeah.
So it's just the moon.
It's the moon.
It's
What
just-
does this have to do with
It's the
Matthew?
moon. He might be out observing that. There may be some sort of.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
There may be some.
How does he tie it
No,
in?
there may be some sort of moon Venus gathering thing that happens.
So are you accusing Matthew of being a druid or
I
something?
don't know. There might be cloaks involved. We don't know. They might be like red and blue cloaks, you know, for some reason. I don't know.
When did he become like some sort of fey sorcerer? What is
Oh,
going
come on. If anyone is a druid or a fey sorcerer, it's him.
Yeah.
We know that.
Well, listen, I have danced naked around a big magical mystery rune at one stage in my life.
Yeah, of course you have. You're Irish. That's what I mean. It's
Yeah, but the thing is,
that's
it
a
was-
rite of
other
passage when
participants.
it's what when you turn 13.
No,
right?
it was on TV.
Oh, okay, fine.
It's on the internet
Okay.
somewhere.
All right. So I guess
Oh,
if you want to
God.
see Odie dancing naked, I mean, I didn't think we advertised those sort of things.
Just look up Westmeath County Matters. I'm not saying it
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
Not saying
okay.
it again.
Sunday nights with Odie, 8 to 10. May or may not be closed. We don't know.
Dancing-
We don't know.
dancing
We do not
naked.
know.
Listen, Donald Duck forever, baby.
Donald Duck, baby. Donald Duck. All right,
I
let's.
hate coining that.
By the
That's my
way,
fault.
quit trying to take credit for stuff. Donald Duck was
I did
around
say
before me.
that.
You did. You absolutely did.
All right, drive it on.
My
guess.
flowers.
Drive it on.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm not giving you no flowers. I like take you out for a sandwich on the way home or something.
Thank
but
you.
anyway,
I'd actually like that.
Yeah,
more.
yeah,
I
I
can go for a sandwich right
actually
now.
you drove yourself. Go buy your own sandwich.
Yeah, get your own sandwich.
Yeah. All right. So
Eat a sandwich.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in. By the way, I was just thinking about this and the moon and the dark side of the moon being. But anyway, Upstate Pulse been around over a decade now, or will be next month. Now, we started brackets a little bit earlier because I said we would never do them again, and I wanted to throw everybody off because I decided at the last minute that no, I was not going to lose because I don't lose. All right, and I'm a very patient man, and I have a joke going. It's been going for like 6 years now, and I'm waiting for it to pay off, and it may never pay off, but I'm waiting for it, and when it does, I will feel fulfilled.
Here's the thing. He's not joking about that.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I just it's like playing long-term chess, okay? Decade chess. You make a move and you wait for someone to make their move, and it may take them a while. It's a decade, okay? You may make a bunch of moves like in the last 6 months of the decade. But anyway, so I've been waiting on that. All right, we got a couple more selections here before we get on with the rest of the show. If we have a rest, I don't know. All right. The next matchup in the Upstate Pulse Boy Toys bracket is playing cards. So thing is about playing cards, they're versatile. Okay. You could play like with Odie. Odie would play strip poker. You could play euchre. You could play.
Listen, I just
gin
asked
rummy.
you once, okay?
Hey,
Once was enough.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's an open invitation though.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right.
Nice start halfway
It's good to
through.
know. You never know. I might drop a few LBs and might take you up on it. Anyway, playing cards. Not only can you play games with them, but you can build castles and pyramids and stuff, which is kind of cool.
And if
Carlos.
you can, but you can do more with
If you're right. If you can cause kinetic energy to imbue, whatever with cards, and not only that, you got to be able to fling the cards too.
Yeah.
Because the energy, I guess it affects how the cards would fly.
You also got to see that you guarantee.
Yeah. Listen, after what was done in Wolverine and
love
Deadpool,
that.
no one can ever do Deadpool
I
ever
love that
again.
show. I love that show.
I'm not Deadpool. No one can ever do Gambit ever again. It's been done.
Oh yeah.
He's
He is
forever.
Gambit. He is Gambit.
He's the gambit.
He is the Gambit. All right, so playing cards versus a game that probably
Caused more fights.
everyone in the audience listening right now has played, and that would be Monopoly. Many different versions of Monopoly. That's what's really
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
By the way, if you go to Borderlands Comics and Games, 410 South Pleasantburg Drive, you know what you can buy there? You can buy Monopoly, but it's a different kind of Monopoly. It's Monopoly like comic book based. I know at home I have Dragon Ball Z Monopoly, which we have played before. And thanks to some willing and dealing, I caused my son-in-law to quit. He's never played with us ever again. But that's fine because, I mean, if you want a tag team, we can do the same. Ain't that right, Cameron?
Yes, that is.
And I mean, if that's what you want to do, we got this.
Double your villains.
That's-
Double your fun.
Yeah, that's what we'll be the heels. Or in this case, we saved Monopoly. But yeah, Monopoly
Yes, that's
fights.
right. We saved Monopoly.
We did. I played Monopoly with some friends from Ohio who like, you're cheating. I am not cheating.
Are they still friends?
I
How do you
mean,
cheat
yeah,
at
they are.
Monopoly?
All
right, you can cheat at Monopoly.
Yeah, dude,
But
you could cheat at anything if you try hard enough.
cheat.
Look, he'll tell you.
Our good old Irish Eddie Guerrero over
Yeah,
there.
there we go.
Potato.
I lie. I cheat. I steal. Anyway,
I cheat. Potato.
all right. So playing cards versus Monopoly.
Don't ever do that.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Oh, I'm
still a
sorry.
potato.
I stole your stick.
Yeah, you
stole
don't do
my-
that.
stole my
Yeah, don't do
potato.
that. All right, so
Listen here, tell you what, don't be stealing my potato. Can't do it.
all right.
What about
Easy,
your whistle,
fella.
please?
Playing cards versus Monopoly. Cameron, who you got?
Oh God, I wasn't even paying attention.
Wow.
Oh,
Doing the show here, people.
I know.
Playing cards, Monopoly, playing cards.
I think
You have to pick one or the other to win.
One or
I
the
think I'll
other.
go with Monopoly.
All right, Cameron is going with Monopoly. I will say Rob Brown of the Rob Brown Show went with playing cards.
Oh,
He did.
what are you going with?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
What are you going with?
Well, you see, I was taught a magic trick when I was a kid with playing cards.
Mhm.
And then when I was in Australia,
Did you end up in the hospital?
Did someone else end up in the hospital?
Nope. Well, it hurt, but no. When I was in Australia, I used playing cards to my advantage to do magic tricks because what girl doesn't love magic tricks?
Oh, so you
I
weren't
was
like
about to ask, was
busking on the beach with
No.
cards?
was three
Is that-
card Marvin or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
Like that. No.
yeah.
I was doing, find the card. You can make a card appear, and you can make. I used
Hey,
to be able-
girl, let me show you how to find the card.
yeah, something like that.
Okay, all right,
So I'm gonna go playing cards.
all right. So did you make money off of that?
Go playing cards.
Okay, fine.
I think something of
I
value
mean,
was taken.
I don't think it's illegal. I
No,
mean, you can
it's
admit
not.
to whether you
What? Nothing to do
were
with money.
successful in your
Nothing.
endeavor.
Very successful.
Okay, that's all that matters. All right. So what did you go with? What's your name?
Cameron.
You went with Monopoly.
I did.
He would, wouldn't
Yeah.
I was trying to think of something to say, but no.
Odie went with playing cards.
he? We all know why.
Rob Brown went with playing
He
cards.
knows why.
Now, if I were to go with Monopoly, it would be a tie,
Hey, what's your name?
but I cannot do that. I'm going with playing cards. And here's the reason why. Monopoly, you can slap different names on it. You
Yeah.
can make it all Dragon Ball Z characters. You can make it Office characters.
Irish Monopoly?
Playing cards is like 500 games in one
Yes, it
one
is.
game. So I am going to go with playing cards. They go through. We have one more matchup, and then we're going to go to break, and then we are going to move on to some other things. All right. The next thing is Army Men. So there's little green Army Men that you can buy like a whole pack of.
Green
and you can
blue.
you can
There's
set
blue
them up.
ones,
They were green here. I mean, were they blue
Oh,
in
yeah,
Ireland?
we had different colors. We had green ones, blue ones,
Okay,
beige
all right.
ones. Yeah.
So you
could
set
have
them up. You
different
can have
armies.
your own battle.
The beige ones all have
Did you
shotguns?
catch them on fire like you did your Hot Wheels? I mean, there has to be casualties. I mean, that's how that works.
There was
Okay.
some letters written from the Secretary of Defense.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, Army Men. I think this is a difficult choice versus X-Men toys. When I say
Oh
X-Men
no, it's not
toys,
difficult. Not even slightly.
X-Men toys, I'm talking about action figures like Wolverine, even Claws. I remember one time at South Carolina Comic-Con, which is coming up in April, which there's a ton of guests this year, brought to you by Borderlands Comics and Games. South Carolina Comic-Con, the Angry Zach, bought Wolverine claws, and they
Yes.
were metal.
We had
And
a lot of dangerous items.
yeah, well, they weren't
weren't
supposed to be in here. They were not supposed to be in here. But and there were some wires nearly cut a couple times. I'm like, dude, man, you gotta. But once you put them on, once you put them on, I mean, you're not. I was glad
You
that.
do that. You have to.
No, I think Chris was sitting next to him, not me. So I mean, so I was okay with that.
lacerations.
Yeah, Chris was. He kept a weary eye to his right. Anyway,
And I bought Frostborn, I believe, that day.
yeah. No, this was a different time.
Was it a different?
Yeah, it was a
one?
different time. So Army Men versus X-Men. I am going to go first. Come on, dude. You got to go X-Men. I will tell you that Rob Brown.
Rod Brown.
I'm not going to tell you what he went with. Cameron.
No. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, I just
Pokemon?
downloaded a metal version of that. Oh, it rocks. Yes. All
That
right.
would be the X-Men 1997
Yes.
theme song.
Which the latest iteration of that on Disney was actually pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're going to bring Gambit back. They are.
Guarantee.
Yes. All right. X-Men or
Song
Army
of my
Men.
heart, man.
Army Man, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
You went Army Men.
Mhm. I spent so long out in the forest, out in the woods, back home.
It's been many a day
I
in the
did.
woods.
I actually used to leave battles set
Day
up.
37 out in the woods.
I used to leave battles set up, and I would leave Army Men out there. And I actually went out there one day, and there was adults, like old people, looking at them, and I was like, They're my army men. Leave them alone.
All right. Chris on the stream says, who's this Rob Brown you speak of? Why, he is co-host of the Rod Brown Show with Lonzo. That would be me. So we're an award-winning program trying to three-peat, much like the Kansas City Chiefs are this year at the South Carolina
Is
Broadcast
Rod the one in
Association.
the same picture like as you on the
Yeah,
building?
it's Rod. All right. Rob came up with the name. Rod is now the guy. So much like how Paul McCartney was replaced,
I do.
Rob Brown has been replaced by Rod Brown.
Billy
don't,
Shears, yeah.
don't tell anybody though. Don't tell anybody.
All
Nobody
right.
needs to know. All right. So here's the thing.
Does his wife know?
I went, dude, I'm not even going to touch that. I went with, I'm going to tell you who I went with. I will say that Cameron went with X-Men. Odie went with Army Men. Rob Brown went with Army Men. I'm going with X-Men. We have a tie. This is our final pick of this week. Army Men or X-Men? Cameron, give them a countdown.
A 3, a 2, a 1.
Text line 800-905-0989. X-Men or Army Men. The first one to text that is who is going through. This is the worst tiebreaker in all of radio, according to everyone in the building. So text 800-905-0989, either Army Men or X-Men. Who is going through? As we go to break, we'll let you know when we come back. Listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. Come back with Roundtable. And there we go. There we have our winner.
Why is mine so far behind yours?
Well, the guy gets older, things happen, and it's 54 degrees outside. That's kind of awesome.
It's been a good day as far as like weather goes.
Someone says G.I. Joe trumps all. We have G.I. Joe on here somewhere. I'm pretty sure we do. I'm pretty sure we do. We do.
As I would say.
Oh, but who it's going up against?
I don't know what that is.
What? You don't know what is?
The one that it's going up against.
Oh, well,
I figured that you would have liked that.
yeah.
I figured you'd have history with
Yeah,
that
I
game.
figured you
Oh,
would
is
too.
that the?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I played that.
Yeah.
course you have.
Look, of course he has. Of course he has.
Completely and utterly naked.
Yes, I knew that.
Have you profaned every game?
On my own. What?
On your own. Okay.
All right, now
If
it's
you're
just
on
sad.
your own, who spun the thing?
I did.
Okay. All right.
We should ask less questions.
On my own, by myself.
Alone again, naturally. Oh, I'm not even going to say sorry. There's
Come on,
a lot
Kevin.
of things are wrong with me, and
It's hard for me to
don't
say
apologize.
I'm
You don't mean it.
sorry.
that's why I said that.
I just want you to stay. Hold me now.
I'm just going to put
It's
it out
hard
there.
for me to say
Not the way
I'm
we do
sorry.
the Christmas karaoke. How about doing a summer karaoke?
We usually will do a song every once in a while. I really want to do a song that's goofy, which is really going to bother people if I do it.
What is
And
it?
it's a song that you love, that I love, that Rob Brown loves.
Text me.
That he said he can't hit it anymore, and I can hit it, and I can definitely hit it as goofy.
Text it.
Chris Isaac.
I played it.
I know.
I play it a lot.
I know.
And I can hit it.
Yeah, but I want to do it as goofy.
Okay.
Which would really bother people.
I'm actually learning the full slide for it.
Cool.
Mm.
Yeah, I can hit those notes for sure. I
Can
love
you?
that. Yeah, I love that.
In that key.
Yeah, in the key.
Right.
What key is it?
C, I think. I think it's a C.
I don't know why I can hit it, but I can hit it.
I can play it in E, or I can play it in or I can
He's
play
like,
it in
"Do
C.
you hit that really high note? Like, yeah, I don't. He said they have to drop it down when they play it to hit it.
No, I don't
I'm
need
like, I don't know why I can. I mean, there's some. So it's in the Kia C?
I think it is.
You sure?
Let me just check.
I think it's like an F. Or maybe E.
Or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash. And
You can play it in A or you can play it in B minor, which is A.
Oh, B minor. Ugh. What's he playing at?
A.
It doesn't sound like A to me. It sounds more like A minor than it does. Oh, Kevin Owens. I hope you didn't just die. Oh, that looked like that hurt. And he had to just check on him. So the ladder is turned sideways, and the hardest part will be the top when it's turned sideways. Back right on the.
Oh,
Yeah, that looked bad.
No.
Yeah, it's B minor. That's what he plays it in. Which is A minor kind of.
It's just, I bet it's A.
It's A.
Welcome back to the Upstate Pulse. This is Nerd Roundtable time. Admittedly, the bracket took a little bit longer, but it's going to in the earlier rounds. It always does because, I mean, you got a lot more to get through. All right. First thing in the roundtable, usually we ask questions. The very first question ever asked during the Nerd Roundtable was, did Han shoot first? And we all know he did.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. But I saw a video of this, and I'm curious what you guys would think about this. Who wins, a drone or a robot dog? All right, the robot dog has guns on its back.
Flight capability?
The robot dog?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I'm laying out the groundwork.
I don't think they make robot dogs that can fly.
But they can put jetpacks onto it.
Well, if they did, they'd call him Airbud.
Good night,
Anyway.
everybody.
I had to. I'd say the drone would win.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch,
What do you think?
Wait, I thought we were already at the ranch.
You think the drone or the robot dog?
robot dog's got guns.
Mhm.
Drone has guns.
Mhm.
Drone.
Does the robot dog have a anti-air?
Robot dog wins hands down.
No.
And here's the reason why.
Go on.
The way the drones are constructed,
Mhm.
they have to be constructed a certain way to stay airborne.
Yes.
Robot dogs are versatile and they're durable and they're basically small tanks. So if the robot dog can make contact as far as its guns, and there's video, by the way, of them actually doing this. If you look it up, and I didn't see who won in the video. I just watched part of the video. I think robot dog wins every single time, as long as the drone doesn't have missile capability, which it wouldn't,
Yes,
because it's
it
a drone.
could.
But this is a smaller drone, the
So,
one that they're showing.
What's the limiting factors here?
It's just a regular drone with guns on it, and a robot dog with guns on it. Who would win?
Okay, so in that case, it would probably be more likely for the dog.
Right.
But you didn't say that.
No,
to me. You just said-
because if it's just normal guns, I'm going to go with the drone.
The drone will take more damage if it gets hit than a
Yeah.
robot dog will, because a robot dog is constructed better.
No, because there is some big drones out there.
Well, how big's the drone?
Well, the drone in the video was a normal sized drone.
It's like one
Yeah,
of
but
those
there is
remote
no
controls.
normal sized drone.
All right.
I mean, I've got 3 drones.
All
and
right.
none of them are
This
the same
drone
size.
appeared to be like 2x2.
Okay, and the dog is about 2 foot long, 3 foot long.
Yeah.
I'm still going to go with the drone.
If it's a smaller drone, then I think the robot.
All right.
dog-
Mark says drone. It's got the high ground. Anakin learned that the hard way. Yes, he did.
You were supposed to be the chosen one.
The texture says Matthew
Why is
versus the
Kermit on
Daleks.
Mustafar?
I don't know why. The texture says Matthew versus the Daleks. That may be what happened. That may be what happened. I don't know.
Where's the doctor?
I hope not. I hope that's not what happened.
These
All right.
magic screwdriver.
Text says 3-inch buckshot wins against drones. 300 win. Mag wins against robot dog. Oh, here's the thing. I'm guessing that a drone has to have. The guns cannot be that heavy because it's a drone, unless it's like a military drone, big drone. The drone that I watched,
Yeah.
It
That's
was
the
not.
one I'm looking at as
it's-
well. It's a
Also,
smaller
the
gun.
amount of
Yeah, it's
recoil
not that
would probably
big.
throw it off.
So
And I think that's all AI. I don't
Yeah,
think
no,
that's real.
you
but-
know what lead is, don't you? You know how to if you're shooting something that's airborne, you have to give it lead.
Right.
So you're not actually
Aim where
shooting
it's going, not where it is.
Yeah.
where it's going, not where no.
But-
yeah, aim where
But you
it's
also
going
got to
lead.
know
Why did you
what you're.
immediately say no?
Yeah, yeah. When he said right.
We don't say where it's going. Where if you're talking, you say where it's going to be.
But you also
Yeah.
have to
Yeah, I know.
take into it depends.
Have you
on-
met me?
But it also depends on what you're shooting and
Yeah,
and
you have
the
your
weight
velocity, you have your
and the
muzzle
weight of
velocity,
your
you have
weight of
distance,
your
projectile,
and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
It's like a science, almost ballistic science kind of thing. Oh wait, that's what it is. Exactly.
Yes, that's absolutely what it is. You guys are engineers. I'm not, but I do understand that.
Well, I know from shooting a dove and ducks and all that kind of stuff that you need.
And I know from playing that the very first
Duck Hunter.
the very first computer cannon game. So the cannon game,
See,
you
so
know,
back to cannons
you
again.
know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, dude.
There's a cannon game, and you have to figure out the angle of the cannon in
trajectory.
order to hit, and how much when it drops and the curvature and all
Yeah,
that.
you gotta
kind
have
of
a
stuff.
shooting
Yeah,
solution.
Yeah, so and I get that's physics and all
Mhm.
that kind of
I
stuff.
like to call it a destructive parabola.
Yeah, a parabola. Yeah. All right. So
I paraboled earlier on.
did you? I hope you washed your hands afterwards.
Did.
All right.
Parabolation is walking.
Of course.
Yeah.
But you may have fell down and got your hands dirty. Multiversus,
Normally
the
happens.
game. You ever play Multiversus?
I've seen it. I haven't played it.
I know Odie hasn't played it. You know who else hasn't played it? I haven't played it.
It hurts
You,
my brain.
you know who else didn't play Multiversus?
Everybody.
Nobody played it.
Nobody.
All right. Multiversus was a game where you had a bunch of characters like Bugs Bunny and Batman, a bunch of characters. It was a brawler. Here's
Okay.
the thing, and here's my question in the roundtable. Will anything ever beat Super Smash Brothers?
As far as that goes, I don't think so.
This is a game that came along that the imitators will never beat the original. I just don't see how. Did you ever play Super Smash Brothers?
I think I did. I'm trying to remember. It's in my brain somewhere.
Did you have a whole bunch of Nintendo characters beating each other up?
Yes.
Okay, then you
Was
played.
Kirby curb stomping Pikachu?
He doesn't know
Possibly.
who Kirby is. Do you know who Kirby is? No. Well, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, that kind of works.
No, all you'd have to hear is, well, never mind. I can't say that.
Yeah.
Don't say it on
You
air.
cannot do that. So Multiversus is gone, and because of that, there's Fortnite is going to add more characters.
Ah.
You know, some
Don't
people
they already have all of
yeah
them?
they do have a ton, but
Have you-
they're
have
going to
you
add
played
more.
Have you played Fortnite?
Yeah, we played it some. It just got it's
It's a shooter, right? It's a third-person shooter.
It is.
It's
It's
just
more,
kinda-
I don't
it-
know.
there's no story to it. I like playing games that are story driven. I don't.
Is it kind of like when you played Call of Duty, and you were playing the multiplayer and you were just on a map and you just yeah, that's it.
It's kind of like how Halo multiplayer was. It's
Just
like,
on a map, just
It's
shooting.
like any
Okay.
other PvP multiplayer. You're on a map. You take out the other team.
Okay.
You go with that.
Yeah,
They've added a whole bunch of other weird stuff to it, which I guess makes the game better. It's just, I don't know. I just never got into it.
Okay.
All right. So I was I took my granddaughter to her basketball game, and we are sitting out in the parking lot getting ready to go in, and she asked me about Pokemon, and I was like, "Oh, okay. What do you want to know about Pokemon?" She's like, "Well, we watched a video in class where they were talking about the different kinds of Pokemon and stuff." And then she said that her cousin also plays Pokemon.
Huh.
And so I started showing her the different kinds of Pokemon, and she thought that was really cool. So I was like, all right, I remember many years ago when Pokemon Go came out that we downloaded that. We went around to parks and a bunch of other stuff just looking for Pokemon. So I downloaded Pokemon Go, and she and I have been going around catching Pokemon.
Is that
And
still alive? Pokemon Go
It still
alive?
is.
Yep.
It still works. We drove to a gym yesterday, which is close to her school, just so I could see if someone else was still playing. There was a level 35 guy there, which is not very, very high, but
I would say that where we live is a starting area.
yeah, for sure. And
Professor
so
Oak doesn't live too far away.
yeah, and there is there's a thing, there's a national monument, not a national monument, but a local monument close to where we live that you can go up and you can get extra Pokeballs and stuff like that. She's really having fun with it though. And we're having to take turns. We walked up to Cameron's house, which is up 2 hills and then and then down 2 hills. And on the way back, it's up and down 2 hills You've been there before. There's,
Yeah.
there's a
Over
lot.
the river.
There's a
through
lot
the
of
woods,
hills,
and there's Grandma's house on the
and so
right.
tested my knee, which held up pretty good.
Good.
And one thing that Pokemon Go does, it also looks at terrain, or if it's raining out, like it was
Mm.
raining out the other day when we were doing that. And she's learning stuff like that, and it's helping her with her hand-eye still.
So is there water Pokemons when it's raining?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah,
We ought to see about like maybe like the Switch game.
not yet.
Do you think it's too much?
Yeah, I think Pokemon Go is the best thing for her right now to learn some of the Pokemon and things like that. I was hoping to talk to Matthew about it, but he's not here. And she's having fun with it. So it's something that we're doing. I mean, she's learning sports, and I'm also teaching her to be a nerd, because
You need to be well rounded.
that's right.
This
That's
is-
right.
this is the
Enjoy
way.
all the
And
things.
and
that
as a
life has to offer.
grandpa, I am teaching her to be a nerd. All right, we are going to take our final break. When we come back, we're going to hit the lightning round, squeeze in as many stories as we can the last couple minutes of the show. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. Cody. Same thing. Oh, I don't know if he's really hurt or not. He hasn't laid out.
So can we call him ODO, the Irish Nightmare?
Yep.
He likes that a little too much.
What was the thing I called you? Like your luchador name? El Duende something.
Come on, Cody. You should at least go check on him. Even after all the stuff he did, you still should go check on him.
Yeah, go check it out.
On.
Straight Talk with Bill Frady. They failed to heed the famous danger about fighting monsters, gazing too long into
Talking to Bill about our shoot off, and he can't at the minute because he's injured. Well, we
Is
will-
that something that people know? That there's
Yeah.
something wrong with him?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Straight Talk with Bill Frady. Now weekdays noon to 3.
I think it is.
Hey.
I think you mentioned it.
Yeah, well,
That's cute,
Be
Chris.
careful about that kind of stuff. HIPAA and stuff, you know.
But I didn't say where or how or
Okay,
why.
all right. Well,
Enjoy a special 5-course meal dedicated to time with that special someone in your life. Book today at meltingpot.com.
This is Attorney Rob Onario. Everyone likes to have a good time, but every now and then those good times go bad and you find yourself wearing a pair of chrome-plated bracelets. If you've been charged with a DUI or drug crime, please give me a call at 864-CALL-ROB or visit me online at callrob.com.
Don't read that one.
And now Greenville is home to the most
Not loud anyway.
game store around. Borderlands comics
Okay. No, I'm just no.
you don't tell me. Okay. Wasn't going to anyway.
Okay. No, just you did.
Most of the time he has sense. Most of the time.
Thanks, son.
Yeah. Sonny Jim.
Appreciate it, boy.
Yeah, boy. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Should I text my wife and ask her to stop watching Royal Rumble now so we can watch the entire thing when I get home? Because Cody Rhodes just won, so that means the men's Royal Rumble is about to start.
No, maybe.
That's funny, April.
I don't get it.
Rob called me buddy.
Oh, okay.
He got mad and he called me buddy.
Oh.
So I immediately got buddy from Bill and Ted. And just start playing it over and over again.
That's one way to play that.
He regretted it.
I feel like as he tends to do.
And I recorded it while he was sitting there.
You're too quick with this.
You know. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I've won many awards.
Many.
I'm aware. You told me quite often.
Many awards.
Many wonderful
Over
awards.
my decades of
Exemplary.
radio. Yeah, exemplary, yes. Sure.
I often make an example of myself.
It's for the younglings, so they will have something to strive for.
This is the way.
Yes, it is.
Bodhi could definitely be a Mandalorian.
How do you know I'm not?
I mean, good point. You could already be one.
Okay, she stopped.
I may
She
have
heard me, so I'm gonna stop too.
I may have to go for a swim in the pool, but you know.
Did you just quote Howard Jones?
Yeah.
Take a dip in the pool, but you don't know how to swim.
Oh, it's an old song.
All right. Welcome back to the Upstate Pulse. It is lightning round time where we try to squeeze in as many things as we possibly can in the last couple minutes of the program. Starting with this, there is a Superman lawsuit. And this is all thanks to Great Britain. Well, part of it is.
Well,
all right.
well,
So
well.
Warner Brothers Discovery and DC Entertainment, DC Comics, are being sued by the estate of Superman creator Joseph Schuster to block the release of the upcoming movie by James Gunn in several territories. So the Superman movie's coming out in July. They're trying to block it. The lawsuit was filed today by not in the United States, still going to happen here. The lawsuit was filed today by the executor of the Superman estate, plaintiff Mark Warren Peary, in the Southern District of New York. The suit states the estate is seeking damages and injunctive relief for defendants' ongoing infringement in Canada, the United Kingdom, Ireland, and Australia.
Huh.
And here's the reason why, as well as declaratory relief establishing the Schuster estate's ownership rights across relevant jurisdictions. The matter is ripe for adjudication, which is such a fun word, as defendants are actually planning a major new Superman movie. So here's what it comes down to. All those territories that I'm talking about, they passed a law that if someone dies 25, have been dead 25 years, the rights go back to the owner, the original owner.
Yeah. So
in those territories, the original owners, the writers of Superman, their estate now have the rights. This is a money grab. That's what this is.
I'm surprised to stand up in a settlement.
Well, yeah, it probably will, because the Superman movie is due to make a lot of money, and it should, and I'm looking forward to it. I also don't blame them. I mean, they sold the rights. I think it was for like $130, and they split it between them. Back the copyright for Superman. You know, that happened a lot back in the day. Who would have the foresight back in the 30s or whenever that was to go, you know, this is going to make billions of dollars someday? Nobody. Yeah, you just don't do that, and you make mistakes like that. So if you are an inventor in the audience, keep your copyrights, man. Don't sell any of that thing. All right. NASA has declared that planets like Arrakis and Tatooine are a lie.
There are no such thing as desert planets?
Many sci-fi stories feature dry desert planets like Tatooine and Arrakis, but NASA scientists say these worlds may not be realistic for sustaining life. Water is essential for stabilizing ecosystems and maintaining livable conditions on a planetary scale. Without enough water, planets can experience violent temperature fluctuations, making it difficult for life to survive. Researchers suggest that planets with limited water may eventually lose what life they have, leading to desertification and the extinction of native life forms. All right, so here's the thing. I get it on Arrakis.
Yeah.
I get it because they get their water from the creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's moisture farms on Tatooine. Can you have a moisture farm without there being water somewhere?
No. So here's the thing.
I mean, maybe there's like groundwater tables on Tatooine.
So here's the thing. You've got NASA who are saying that it's not sustainable to have a planet that doesn't have water on it. They're going to Mars.
Well, absolutely.
And they're going to colonize Mars.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to make it livable.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay.
Who's to say you don't introduce water to
Of course, yeah.
So what you're saying is this is a ploy by Elon Musk and NASA, so no other country will go to Mars, because they're like, okay, you can't. Russia is like, oh, we can't go there. The NASA just said it can't sustain life. China's like, well, we can't go there. NASA, the foremost authority, said you can't sustain life, and then we go to Mars.
Yeah, because Elon was there and he was saying, like, I love Tesla, but you don't go to Mars, okay, guys? Tell NASA that we can't go to Mars either, okay?
I don't know how accurate that.
That's South African. He's very accurate.
I know. I don't know if that sounds South African.
It's not.
Your accents are really good as far
Yeah.
as the European thing goes, but I don't know about that one.
Straight too far from the
That,
island.
that one just I'm
Well,
just not sure.
Here's the thing. Elon was standing as close to me as you are to me now when he talks to me, so I know how the guy stands.
Well,
Was this in
anyway,
your dreams?
yeah,
it was in a factory.
you're not quirky enough.
Oh no, not
Yeah.
even slightly.
No, yeah,
Not
it's, I
even
mean,
slightly.
you got to throw the quirky in there, and I think that adds to the
Well,
accent.
the other thing is Odie's a different kind of eccentric.
I do agree.
Slightly.
Odie, if you
Hello.
could go to Mars, would
Yeah.
you?
Well, in a heartbeat. Coming
There-
to you live from Mars.
Yeah,
the
there are a
Upstate
lot of
Pulse.
all radio people say that. I want to be the first one to broadcast from the moon. I want to be the first one to broadcast from Mars.
I'd go.
Well,
No
the other
problem.
thing is like, why does that matter?
Hold on.
Because it's still gonna go the
Can
same.
we come back?
From where?
If we go to Mars, can we come back?
I don't know.
See, if we can come back, then yeah, sign me up. No problem.
It might
Yeah,
be
but
a
if we
one-way trip. I mean,
But no, if it's one way and I can't get to my boy anymore,
all,
no.
all I gotta say is to colonize, you got to colonize. You know what I'm saying? It's, I mean, to colonize, you gotta
Yeah,
you gotta
stay.
you gotta colonize. I mean, that's what I think about colonization. Colonization has to have reproduction, or it's just everyone who went dies off. So I'm just saying.
We're going to Mars. We're going to colonize.
Yeah, I know you
I
love
don't
that music. It doesn't work for the sexy thing. It doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not. I'm an expert in that. You're not. It's not. It's not. All right. The in the music part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guess what it was on about?
Yeah. Well, anyway, the Fantastic Four First Steps trailer reportedly gets a release date, and it's supposedly Good Morning America on February 4th.
Oh, so we'll see it soon.
Yes. And it's just kind of a teaser, and the real trailer is supposed to be during the big game next week. Whatever that is, the big game.
Is that what you did there?
Next week. Yes. I am concerned about. I mean, they haven't done a really good Fantastic Four yet. I mean, I like
The
them.
one with Jessica, what's her face in it?
Yeah, you just like Jessica Alba, and I don't blame you
and I
there.
like the guy as well.
Which
the
one?
Reed Richards guy.
Really? What was the actor's name?
Billy.
Michael B. Jordan was great in it.
Fair
Anyway,
enough. Yeah.
anyway,
I don't know. What's
All
the
right.
other guy?
Ringo Starr.
He wasn't in it.
Ringo Starr has revealed a major thing, a food he has never eaten.
I've got some
Cameron,
foods I want
what
to
is
go.
the food that Ringo Starr has never eaten?
Hot dog.
Okay. Odie, what is the food that Ringo Starr has never eaten?
I think I've never ate potatoes.
No, he's never eaten pizza.
What?
That's what he said.
How can you be in a rock and roll band and never?
He
eat
says, despite previously appearing in a Pizza Hut commercial, Starr has never tried pizza. Never tried pizza.
pizza? False advertising. Right
That makes no sense right there.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's all right, WWE's Big E, one of our favorite wrestlers of all time, is going to be a voice in your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Who's he playing?
They're not saying what character. He's an upcoming character in the thing. Also, Hogwarts Legacy is adding mods. People are already putting in vacuum cleaners so they can ride vacuum cleaners around Hogwarts and the surrounding areas. Drinking butterbeer and riding is it an Oric? Okay. Yeah, I think it's an Oric. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. It's a name brand
It's a
of
brand of vacuum.
yeah,
Okay.
all right, a Hoover.
Sign
They're
out.
riding a Hoover.
Sign out.
It's like an orc.
You're listening to the Upstate Pulse. Make sure you have a good weekend and stay tuned to us right here on 98.9 WRD. We'll be back next week, probably. What is the name brand of that? I keep saying Oric. It's
I don't know what an
it's
Oric
something
is.
like that.
I thought I swear you said orc to begin with.
Riding around on an orc.
Man flush.
I hope it's on the show.
It's back on the menu, boys.
It is. All right, guys. Got to get out of here really quick because I want to go home and watch the rest of the Royal Rumble. We will make sure you tune in to Sunday Nights with Odie tomorrow night, 8 to 10. And you can check me out Monday through Friday on the Fan Upstate right here on stream or 97.1 in
here on this
Greenville
show.
and 97.9 in Spartanburg. Bye-bye.
Slaughter,